Alright, so I hope this is recording. We've been looking at skill packet 5, which is exponential and logarithmic functions. In 5a, we're looking at the graph of exponential functions, but more than just plotting points, also the properties or the characteristics of these exponential functions. So most of our problems here are also relying very heavily on our function transformations from that previous skill packet, which, what was it? It wasn't 4, so maybe skill packet 2 was the shifts left, right, up, and down, and so forth. So in our library of functions, we should know that if we have some base b, that the general graph of this has this shape, b to the x. Now, in this skill packet, we learned a little bit more information about b, that b has to be positive, in other words, bigger than 0, and not equal to 1. And so here we have this 3, that's bigger than 1 and not equal to 0. And the 2x minus 1 are transformations on the domain which behave in a bizarre fashion. Our y-intercept, by definition, b to the 0 is 1. So for my basic exponential function, it has a y-intercept of 1. Now, this minus 1, what is this going to do to the graph? It's going to shift the graph, but not to the left like you might think. It's actually to the right. So this point, that's at 0, 1, gets moved to the right and is over here at 1, 1. And then this 2 is a horizontal shrink by a factor of 2, or 1/2, I mean. So this guy is going to come in and squeeze in closer to the y-axis. So that's seen pretty clearly here. Why it won't, if that point squeezes in toward, it'll be like that, and it'll be like this. Okay, so the domain for all of these is all real numbers. And the range, well, we haven't lifted this graph up or pushed it down. So from my basic, I know that my range is positive real numbers. And I also, let's see, for the y-intercept, let's plug in 0 and see what we have. 2 times 0 is 0, but then minus 1, this is 3 to the negative 1, which is 1/3. Okay, and then our end behavior, we know it has a horizontal asymptote of 0, of y, the line y equals 0, the x-axis. When you're to the left, when x is going towards negative infinity, then it's an increasing function. These y values are heading towards 0. But when x is increasing, so is y. Y is also increasing, and it's going up to positive infinity. So those are the things that it wanted: domain, range, y-intercept, end behavior, with a horizontal shrink of 1/2 and stuff. I really didn't, and the minus 1, I really didn't discuss, I guess, with the transformations how to get that y-intercept of 1/3, but definitely through the equation by plugging in 0, it's clear that it is 1/3. So these are my answers for problem number 19, and I hope that helps.